Alright, hope you guys are having a fantastic day so far. But it's about to get just a little bit better because we coming back at you with a story from r slash, or a question inquired at r slash AskReddit. So, because we harped on the ladies a little bit, it's only fair that we harp on the men. So I didn't have exactly a question. I couldn't find a question that was titled like, what's the worst thing a man has done on the first date? But we got the next best thing. Ladies, what is the worst thing a guy has done or said to ruin your good impression of him? I'm not exactly talking about pickup lines, but you can add those in if you don't have anything else. But something that took this guy from your good book to your nope, never gonna happen. And this junk is a little bit of an oldie. It's like 12 years ago. That's crazy. And let's get right into it. I fractured my skull in a car accident, age 18. I was a poor college student and didn't have a car to make up the journey to the local hospital for scans to make sure I wasn't in the process of going full derp. My boyfriend had a car though. He charged me $10 to take me to the hospital. Comment to that. Should have charged him $100 for sex. On our second date, he told me that I'd have to get my tattoos laser removed because they're disgusting on girls. When I asked about his very visible tattoo, he said that it was a memorial to the day that his ex-girlfriend murdered their unborn child. The date also included subtle homophobic remarks, asking me to move in with him. Remember, second date. And threats to beat up both guys and me if he ever caught me physically touching another guy. Even hugging. First date, made fun of me, my roommate, gay people, and said he would set a cat on fire. Not to mention he was wearing a Playboy hat. Douche. We were eating at a park, and as we got up to leave, he had his trash on the ground. I asked him if he was going to pick it up, and he said, "It's someone's job to clean here. I'm just giving them something to do." The trash can was literally 5 feet away. I ended up throwing it away. What an ass. A little off topic, but my friend recently told my new girlfriend that he thought she could be a lesbian because the 2 times he'd met her, she'd worn t-shirts. WTF. Comment to that. Only a lesbian would wear clothes around men. First guy I ever had a crush on, I was about 14, and oh gosh, I liked this kid so much, and I was not subtle about it at all. He seemed to like me well enough back until he told my friend, "I have girls throwing themselves at me all day. I walk into a store and people think I'm a model. Why would I date someone who's gonna die soon?" Comment to that. Are you terminally ill? I'm confused about the dying early bit. And then her response to that. I have cystic fibrosis. It's not immediately terminal, but my predicted lifespan is about half that of a US average. But also, people seem to assume that I'm keel over dead. I'll take you out for a meal. What do you want? Indian. Okay, but I better at least get head because I don't really like Indian food. Said to my best friend today by somebody attempting to chat her up. And he wasn't even joking. Comment to that. Head after Indian food? Does this guy want to set his cock on fire? And comment to that. I'll take the chance. You know, for science or whatever. I once had an ex who cried because I said no to anal. Also, another potential boyfriend once said, "I don't like Jews. And black people." Dodged a bullet with that one. Sounds like you're dating 4chan, was a comment to that. I hung out with a guy who I was considering dating. We were just walking around places and ended up in Chinatown. He proceeded to be extremely racist towards Chinese people after I asked if we could go eat some Chinese food. Chinese people eat dogs, they poison your food, etc., etc. And then asked me to touch his arm muscles. When I said that I felt uncomfortable touching his arms, he grabbed my boobs and said, "I feel fine doing that." A guy was talking to me at a party. After telling him that I went to school to study art, he told me he was in the Marines because school is for liberals. That's when I went to use the bathroom and never came back. Comment to that. Are you still in there now? Something about how an ex-girlfriend has so much looser pussy after having a kid. The kid also may be his. Was out with a guy when he offhandedly said, "You have stretch marks on your boobs." I wish I was a baby so I could breastfeed off you. To be fair, the initial impression wasn't that great to begin with. I got to know this one guy over summer through a mutual friend of ours. I thought he was really nice and we liked a lot of the same stuff, and it almost seemed too good to be true. So we were hanging out one day, talking about past relationships, and he says, exact quote, "I think it's okay to cheat on your girlfriend, because they're girls. Who cares, right?" I don't really talk to him that much anymore. Really tried to like this guy, went out a few times. After a week of silence, I get this email. Really tried to like this guy, went out a few times, and after a week of silence, I get this email request. "So, can I fondle your boobs? We're both in our 50s. And then the last one. Whole time reading this. "Please don't see anything about me. Please don't see anything about me." And then a comment to that. Control F. Chimpanzee. I'm safe. Alright, and I hope you guys have yourselves a fantastic day. I'll see you. Peace.